for my next trick, I will need the help of the ace of spades, and I'm just going to place it on the table because I don't need it right now. Now, for this trick, I need the spectator to pick two selections, so two cards. In this case, just use those two cards, the 5 of hearts and the 5 of spades. Now, I'm going to take one of the selections, in this case the 5 of spades, and I'm just going to lose it inside the middle of the pack. And I'm also going to lose the 5 of hearts in the middle of the pack, and maybe give the cards one more quick shuffle so the cards are completely mixed up. Now, if you remember, I told you at the beginning of the trick that I will use the ace of spades to find both of the selections. Now, do you know how I'm going to use it? No? Okay, please watch. I'm just going to take the ace of spades and catch it in the middle of the pack, right over here. And if I spread the pack, you can see that there is one card underneath and one card above the ace of spades, which is very logical. And if I just flip them over, you can see that both of these cards are your selections, the 5 of hearts and the 5 of spades. So that's a trick. I hope you enjoyed it. And now let's see the explanation for it. So, here's the explanation for this trick. Now, before you get started with this trick, you say to the spectator that you will need a helper card, and you can use any card you wish, but I just use the ace of spades. Okay, and once you have the card, you show it to the spectator, and you just place it on the table or anywhere you want, okay? And of course you can use a different card, like the 5 of hearts. Okay, in this case, just use the 5 of hearts. Now, to get started, you just shuffle the pack, and you need two cards selected. So in this case, just use the 5 of spades and the 9 of spades. Now, you take the first card, in this case let's use the 9 of spades, and you say that you're going to lose it in the middle of the pack, and what you're doing is you just control the card to the top of the pack using any method you wish. Now, once you have one of the selections on top, you take the second selection, place it on top of the pack, and just use the double undercut technique to control it to the bottom. So now you have one card on top and one selection underneath the pack. So you can basically use any method you wish, but at the end you should be in this position. Now, once you're here, you take the 5 of hearts in this case, and you say that you're going to try to find the card. Again, that's the part where you have to practice a little bit. Now you have to take the ace of spades, or in this case the 5 of hearts, and you just have to give it a spin so it spins in the air. Okay, so you don't want to throw it against the spectator or anything like that. You just give it a spin so it flies in front of you. Now, as the card spins in front of you, you have to perform the one-handed cut and catch the card in between the two selections. Now, of course, it sounds a little bit difficult. It's really difficult, but if you practice it a few times, you will get it, because it's not that hard. You just give it a spin, and as the card spins in the air, you just have to perform the Charlie cut to catch the card in between the two selections. So I will try it in real time. I don't know if I get it, but yeah, I got it. So you just catch it, and at the end of the trick, you just have to spread the card, and you take the card underneath and the card above the 5 of hearts to reveal that you have found the 5 of spades and the 9 of spades, which are the two selected cards. So I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but you just have to practice to spin the card in front of you. Okay, so I just dropped it, but it's not a problem. You just spin it and then just perform the Charlie cut to catch it in between the two selections. So that's basically the trick. I hope you enjoyed it. It needs a little bit of practice, but I think you will get it. So that's it. I see you next time.